Today we're going to draw an elephant. So we're going to use some really simple shapes to make our elephant, and then we're going to draw over those shapes. So I'm going to start with a basic square, well, a square shape. It doesn't have to be really square. This helps us get the shape of our elephant. Now from this square, I want you to go up like this. So at a diagonal, from this point, I'm going to start over here and come down to that point. And I'm going to do it again from here. So go from this point of the square up like this. Now that is, if you can believe it, the body of our elephant. From here, I'm going to make the head. Now the head's going to be a little bit pointy. And I come down like this, and I'm going to make the trunk. So this is the end of the trunk, the little part that picks things up, and come up again. And I'm going to go past my line here like this, because this is going to be the smiley mouth of my elephant. So can you see there's his little head, and this part is his body. So now I'm going to make the legs part. Now the legs can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes they fit in fine, and other times you have to squeeze them in. So I'm going to go down here. Now I'm not going to make these legs very long, and I'm just going to make these sort of little chunky legs. Now I'm going to do 4 of those. 1, 2, those are the 2 front legs. I'm going to leave a little space and do another one. 3, 4. Now sometimes I can't fit this last leg in, and then I just go past my square, and then I bring this bottom part down. So there's this little bottom. So that's the basic shape of my elephant. And now I'm going to put in all the fun stuff, okay, the details. So here I'm going to give him his eyes. Now not too big, you know how I love big eyes, but this time not too big. So 2 eyes right at the top of his head, like this. Then I'm going to give him his ear. So for his ear, I'm going to start about here, and I'm going to come down, and I'm going to give like a flappy edge. Elephants have those beautiful, soft, big ears that they can flap around. So I'm going to give him those soft flappy ears. Now from his mouth, I'm going to give him his tusks. Now I'm not going to make them too long, but actually you could, if you want, you could make really long ones. So these are like almost like little horns, but these are actually the elephant's teeth. And I'm putting 2 little tusks like that. So this is really just the details now. The elephant has a little tail, and he has quite a hairy tail. So I'm going to just give him hair on the end like this. And then on his little feet, he has these beautiful big toenails. So we're going to put the toenails on. Now sometimes I can fit 3 and sometimes I can just fit 2. It just depends on how big I've made his feet and how big I'm making his toenails. And then I'm going to put these little lines on my elephant to make him look like his trunk is wrinkly, like that. So that's really my elephant. I've done everything. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over him with black pen. Now remember, if you don't have black pen at home, then just leave your elephant in pencil, and then you would rub out these lines here, all your construction lines. And that's why I like to use black pen, because then I don't have to rub these out so carefully. I can rub them out after all my black pen is done. So I've just got this kind of black pen today, which is just like a writing pen. But it's got like a gel ink, so I'm using that. It's not great on this paper because it does absorb a little bit, but it's okay. I need a thinner one because I've done quite a small drawing today. So come down his trunk. Remember, when you're doing your black pen, this is your time to fix your mistakes and to go really slowly. If you rush your black pen and you slip, then you can't fix it. So smiley mouth. Here's his little tusk and his other little tusk. Remember, you can actually make those quite big if you want. I've made mine quite small. And then coming down, I'm going to make his ear go a little bit over his back, so it looks like I've done a very clever drawing, and I haven't just used those basic shapes to start with, and the fluffy edges of his ear. And then coming down, and I'm just going to make that line a little bit softer. Now if you want, you can make his little feet go fatter at the end, and that'll also give you a little bit more space to put those toes in. So I like to start with the simple shapes, and then as I'm doing my black pen, then I sometimes make it a little bit more complicated. And up here to his bottom, and then his little tail sticking in the air. There he's back to his little tail, and those little hairs on the end of his tail. Now actually elephants are quite hairy, so I'm going to put a few little hairs here on the end of his bottom, and then I'm going to come and do these. Now I have to be careful with my black pen because it's a gel pen and it's not a permanent marker or a fine liner. It will smudge if I try and rub straight away. So I'm going to leave this for a few minutes before I rub out. Now if I wanted to color this, I could color this elephant any color I want. Elephants are really cool because they're just one shape, and you can color anything you like, and I particularly like pink elephants or purple elephants, sometimes turquoise elephants. They just give you the opportunity to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to color mine grey today. I'm going to color it a few other things. So I'm going to speed the video up now and rub out and color in, and this is probably the chance for you to stop the video and color in your own elephant.